So it looks like pretty smooth sailing for the return of Wing Fest this weekend. Speaking of napkins, it's at Highmark Stadium for the first time after the Blue Jays' schedule uncertainty forced them to leave Salem Field. So after it had to go virtual last year, it's with 20 restaurants serving up every kind of sauce imaginable. Tickets are $20. Wings are $1.25 a piece, and there's a lot of live music. There's contests, including the return of champion eater and bottomless pit Joey Chestnut, who told me earlier today that he loves coming to the Queen City.
I love the city and the bars. They're not just bars; they're restaurants. They're restaurants for quality food at every bar, and just it's a great community.
And Joey and the rest of the big name eaters go at it near the end of the festival Sunday at 5. It's part of a big lineup of events for the weekend. So we want to bring in the Wing King himself, festival founder Drew Cerza, to get us ready for Wing Fest this year. We're so glad you're with us. And we know more than any other year that getting things together this year certainly wasn't easy. Walk us through some of the challenges that you had to overcome to make this actually happen this year.
Hi, Kate. Thanks for having me. Well, let's start with chicken wings. They were not easy to get. A lot of phone calls, a lot of good relationships that leverage other relationships. I had the wings, lost the wings, got the wings, secured the wings, locked them up, and we've got them. That was the biggest challenge. But I think also moving from the baseball field down at Salem Field to Highmark Stadium, completely different logistics, setup, whole different place. So it was really starting the festival over right from scratch. You know, that was the biggest challenge, I think.
So for the Wing Fest faithful, the people who have been there every year, what are the changes that they should be prepared for, considering it is in a new spot?
I'll tell you one good change: free parking. Never hear that much, do you? It's free parking when you come in, and you know, it's very spaced out. We've doubled the size of the footprint of the festival. At the ballpark, everybody was on top of each other. Here, all the tents are 10 feet apart from each other. All the chicken wing restaurants and all the other festival foods are on the top outer concourse inside the stadium. So it's all open air. And then you can go down to the field where they got sponsor tents and a big music stage and a contest stage. But everything, again, is spaced out. We've got 20,000 seats in the stands for people to sit in. And we've got seats on the field, actually. We have chairs for people to sit on. And the Pepsi Club is open. It holds about 500 people, and you can get out of the elements and out of the air conditioning and have some cocktails. And you know, we do say, you know, wear a mask if you're not going to be eating or drinking in the Pepsi Club only, and bathrooms. But everything outdoors, there's no masks, there's no vaccinations, no requirements, and you'll feel very comfortable and safe, I think, this year.
A part of me hates to ask, but I know that anybody who plans a big event is always looking ahead to what is next. What have you learned this year about maybe what Wing Fest looks like down the road?
You know, I think it goes with as you get older, and this is our 20th anniversary, and that's a pretty good milestone. What do you want to be? And I think with the pandemic, people have changed their lifestyles, and I think we're still trying to figure that out. And I think with this year, we'll know a lot. But I think you just have to keep your ear out and see how lifestyles change. And I don't think we know that yet. We know they have, but I think you never say never, and you can't be afraid to try new things because the old doesn't work anymore. And again, the other thing is you got to look at what demographic age-wise that you're looking at, and you have to market toward that demographic, and you have to create activities and fun for all the demographics. So I think it's really challenging going forward.
We want to kind of give you a chance to have a little bit of a victory lap. You are celebrating 20 years. You know, you were a guy who saw a movie and said, you know what, we got to do that in Buffalo. How does it feel to look in the rear view 20 years now and to know that you pulled it off on probably what was maybe the most challenging year of all?
Well, that'll be Monday, Kate. I haven't pulled it off yet. And I can't tell you how many T's I crossed and I's I dotted today. And we have a staff that comes in the week of the Wing Fest, and they're all professionals with real jobs that take time off and they work their tails off. And they've been working so hard. And the preparation the last few days and over the weekend has just been fantastic. And there's no victory laps. I think there will be Monday in some way, shape, or form. The thing we're all going to be proud of, no matter what happens, is I think we all feel like we did our due diligence to put together the best festival we can. And now we just got to execute that plan.
Wing King Drew Cerza has been our guest tonight. Thanks again, Drew, and here's to a successful weekend.
Thanks, Kate. I appreciate it.
And thanks for joining us on the Town Hall tonight. A reminder, if you have a question or comment you'd like us to look into, the best way to get in touch is to text us 716-849-2220.